So today I'm going to discuss how I made these limb risers. I get a lot of questions about that, just from the public alone. What are limb risers? Well, limb risers are for vehicles that go off-roading in woods where you got low-hanging brush, limbs, or whatnot. And what it does, it helps the vehicle rid the brush out of the way. And so what happens is when brush goes up up the sides of the truck, it rides on this, this cable. It's a 1/4-inch cable. You can find it at any department store, or I would just say like a Home Depot or something like that. Something that carries wire and cable. But it protects the windshield wipers and it protects the antenna from getting tore off or smashed. And also your A-pillars too, don't take a hit so much. So the basic components of it, is the actual cable, the cable connectors, which you'll find wherever the cable's at. Just ask them at the store. When you measure, make sure when you measure, you've got enough, because you want to have adjustment in here on your turnbuckle. And in this case, on this Nissan Xterra, as you can see, I went ahead and drilled through this rack up here with the eye bolt. Make sure you measure how much you want to drill into, if you're wanting to do that. Or you can tie it into your cage on top, your spare tire carrier area. So, but yeah, it's relatively simple. Once you decrimp these, all I used was a screwdriver and a hammer. And you can see it. Here, I'll get up close with it. You can see that where the screwdriver hit. Once you do that, but make sure you route everything and pre-fit everything and run your cable through how much you're going to need, but measure a foot more. So that way you have something to play with. If you got a little bit left over, that's fine. But, it's not that expensive. I think I did all this under $40 easily. Just take the time, make sure that, you do it right and plan it out right. And when I connected down here, I actually use a muffler clamp to clamp on the side to keep this from sliding back this way. And it actually worked. I got it covered in some electrical tape to kind of not make it so blingy and shiny, but I made my loop and I ran the loop through, the cable through the loop, and I set it up top, the settings on it. But that's pretty much it. It's really easy to do. I like it. You might have to adjust the cable a little bit, because it does, stretch out. But I think it was 1/4-inch cable. It's like a plastic coated. And make sure when you get your connectors that you kind of take the cable and poke into the package, so that way you got the right fittings up here. Because I had to ask questions too, so I hope this helps. It's a functional thing. If you're going to have bad weather, you can put a tarp going across it, and use bungee cords, to keep the tarp on. They clip onto the wire, protect the windshield a little bit, I would think, from, small hail or whatnot, or in the wintertime. You could put a tarp over it, over this cable, and keep the ice off your windshield. So, it's got, a couple different things you can do. But I hope that helps. I enjoy doing it. So, have a great day, have fun. Like I always say, dare to be different. Very different. Have a good day.